Hello everyone and welcome to Wednesday. The jet lag is very real and it is causing us to wake up at bizarre times and be unable to sleep and just have a lot of bizarre rest-related things happen to us. One of which is that we woke up this morning around 6 and we laid in bed for a long time trying to do something about it. And then eventually we said, you know what? Let's get up and walk. Let's go for a walk, because when we were in Japan, we walked a lot. In fact, I did the math on it because our phones have the pedometers built in and actually say how many miles you walked. And in the 2 weeks we were in Japan, we walked over 80 miles. That's a lot. And while it was a little difficult at first, by the end, we were really enjoying it. And we actually talked in Japan about how when we got back to the States, we'd really like to walk more regularly. And it's interesting because some of the old timeline vlogs are coming out now from 2018, like March and February, where we had gotten into the habit of walking. Eventually that fell off and we stopped doing it. But now that we've walked 80 miles in a short amount of time, we really want to walk some more. So because we were up, we said, why don't we go for a walk? So that's what we're going to do. We're going to probably grab a bite to eat first, and then we're going to go walk for a little while. It's Wednesday, so we still have lunch bunch later. But since we're up, we're moving, we feel awake. Why not enjoy the morning? So we went through a drive-thru and grabbed a biscuit and coffee, and now we are actually walking around the North Myrtle Beach Sports Park. This is the same place that we came to the tree lighting festival before.
And Jeff, Lindsay, Paul, and I came here and walked.
Oh yeah, I wasn't with you guys,
no,
but
you weren't.
But yeah, there was that was a thing that happened during ChefCon also. So it's very pretty. By the time we're actually getting here and getting started, it's just turning over to 8 a.m. So we're gonna try and walk for probably an hour. It's a really beautiful day. It's a tiny bit chilly, not too bad, but I just have a long sleeve shirt on and we'll be good. We're just gonna get a little exercise. I think this is the start of something good, Mal.
Yeah.
Especially because we should really take advantage of the facilities that the city has.
Yeah.
Because this is really nice. One of the things I'm quickly realizing is that walking around this park is not as interesting as walking 80 miles in Tokyo. Because in Tokyo, there's just stuff to see all the time and it just kept changing. And we're walking here and I'm like, oh, it's just,
Oh, look, pine trees.
it's trees.
More trees. Sand, because that's all our ground is.
Sand. Sand and grass. I mean, it's still nice to get out and walk, don't get me wrong, but I realized that like some of the high that I was experiencing walking was definitely related to the environment and not just the walking.
Well, I mean, part of it is, you're walking to a train station, and you walk through the train station, then you get out of the train station, and you walk in a city, and then you get on a train station.
Yeah, and like
So there's like a direction. This is just walking to walk.
Yes, walking for the purpose of exercise, as opposed to exercise being a side thing from the walking. It's like I had to get to this train station. I walked 3 miles in the process. Now there's nowhere to go. I'm just walking. It's a weird feeling, but this is nice. We've never actually walked around this thing. And there's a bunch of different paths and stuff. We won't get to all of them today.
We kind of did. There's only 3. This is the 3rd one.
Oh. Well. Well, we've got other things to walk.
Yeah,
We can come back here in the future if we want. We have the beach, which obviously
the beach is endless.
that stretches infinitely.
Yeah.
We can walk to the neighborhood and stuff. So we've got some options that we can get some exercise for. So this isn't too bad. And only now is the sun starting to come out, starting to get a little warm.
Yeah.
Because I wore shorts yesterday.
You'll probably change into shorts.
Yeah, I'm wearing pants
It's
today.
Like 80.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm starting to. It's now the time of day where I'm starting to regret the pants decision.
I feel like we missed spring. 2
Right?
weeks ago when we left, like everything was just starting to bloom and everything was just starting to be green, barely, and we get back and it's like a jungle. Like
Yeah, I know. I completely agree.
Everything is so green.
Yeah, it does. It felt like while we were gone for those 2 weeks, we went straight to summer. And, I mean, it's fine, but it is a really bizarre feeling. So we did it. We walked for just about an hour, and it was nice. You know, we've never walked over here, and I think we would definitely come back. One of the things we were laughing about as we were exiting is there's a sign up that has some rules, and it's just worded in a very funny way, because it's like, hey, you know, no alcohol, no smoking, you know, no firearms, please do not have the firearms. And these are just like normal bullet points. And then, in all caps, it says, we have a zero tolerance policy on profanity. And I'm like, I don't know, man. I feel like the zero tolerance policy should probably be on, like, firearms. It's like, firearms, you know, please do not bring firearms, please do not have alcohol. Don't you dare swear. And it says in that same bullet point of the swearing thing that you will be asked to leave. And I'm like, I don't know, it's just you put a lot of emphasis on this. You didn't put a whole lot of emphasis on, like, the gun. You know, please leave your gun in the car. Don't you dare use a profane word here. So it's a little bit later. I got a shower, changed clothes, got a few things done, and it is time
For lunch bunch.
for lunch bunch. Bye, Lindsay.
Bye.
Have a good one.
Oh no, you have a camera bag.
Yeah.
I'm carrying a bag now. I don't have to carry bags.
Oh yeah, it's been a while since we've seen you. Yeah, I use a bag now. Actually, I have a bigger one that I was using in Japan,
Dr. Morgan, where's the
and it was heavy, and I hated it, but I dealt with it.
How do you like the lens?
It's fine,
Are you zooming into my face?
a little bit.
Use a snap zoom.
Yeah, that's my favorite part.
Snap zoom?
Yeah.
I think you definitely should start doing the whip Quentin Tarantino thing. Like when you do the snap zooms.
You mean use the sound effect?
Yeah.
Okay. So after lunch, we went to check out that other property, and I must not have been paying really close attention when Mal explained it to me, because it was literally the place we saw yesterday. I mean, not literally the same place, but the floor plan was the same. It was more or less an identical house because it was in the same neighborhood, and the houses are, you know, cookie cutter. They're all literally identical. So, you know, all the hang-ups that I had with the first house were the same because it was the same layout and everything, with the same strange 3 doors that are all so close together. But this one was nicer because in the first one, like the carpets were all tore up, and I know that they were going to replace them, but just going in there and looking, this one was nicer. I didn't film it because it's the same house. Didn't really seem like it was worthwhile for filming. And again, like the layout is not ideal, but between the two, I'd obviously go with the nicer one, especially since the price is actually identical. So there's not really a reason to go with. What? Oh yeah, Mal also pointed out that the this one we looked at today, while not only is it a nicer place and the same price, it also includes yard work. So like they do the yard work for it, and that's included in the cost. So everything about it is better. That being said, there's still several other places that we're looking at, several other people we're in contact with, and we'll get a chance to check out some places probably next week. And I'm hopeful because some of the places actually seem kind of nice. Like, this whole experience has been not good overall because it's like, oh, suddenly you have to move and everything sucks. But if we could use this opportunity to find something that we like better, then it would end up feeling like, oh, okay, you know, the process was a bit of a scramble and it drove us nuts, but, you know, we ended up with something, you know, nicer. We'll see. I don't want to get anyone's hopes up, especially my own, just yet, because I want to make sure I see exactly how this is going to pan out. But we're working on it the best we can. The other thing I'm working on is just trying to stay awake. I'm so tired. I am so tired. Like, the jet lag is just, it's hitting me in ways I never thought it would, and I just got myself some coffee. It's 6:30 p.m., and I feel like I could pass out at any moment. Mal took a nap earlier, which was a mistake, because she wanted to nap for like half an hour, and then her alarm went off, and she turned it off, and then she didn't set the new one, and she just slept, and I had to get in there and wake her up and be like, hey, this isn't good. Yeah, it's fine. It's a bit rough. So it's just a little bit later, and I can't stay awake. I mean, I'm passing out. I've gotten a few things done, but I've had to fight to do it. I've been drinking coffee to try and stay awake, and it's not even 8 p.m., and I think I'm going to go to bed. Like, we haven't had dinner, and Mal's been working on stuff, and I've been working on stuff, and I'm like, I can't keep going. Like, this jet lag is awful. It's really terrible. And I can't remember if I've talked about it on the vlog or just breakfast stream, but Mal was going out of town tomorrow because Mallory's grandmother is actually turning 90, and her whole family and extended family is having like this giant party, and Mal's going to be there. And so I got to get her to the airport in the morning, and she's going to be gone for a few days. It's kind of unfortunate. Like, obviously I want her to be there for the party, but it's just bad timing because we are just finishing up the Japan trip. Mal's home for just a few days, and now she's leaving again.
And still jet lagged.
And is still jet lagged. So I don't know how you're going to deal with all that.
I don't know.
Like, I hope you do okay. It's going to be rough.
It's going to be rough.
It's going to be rough because it's rough on me. But anyway, so yeah, I'm going to be just me for the next few days. And I'm going to try and get over this jet lag as much I can. I've just never had it this bad. And it's really not good, I guess is the best way I can put it. But we'll see what happens. I'm going to go to bed now, and I might wake up in the middle of the night starving, but I cannot continue to be up. I'm going to crash, so I might as well just do it and hope I sleep long enough that it'll be time to take Mal to the airport in the morning, because she goes really you have to be at the airport by like 5 a.m., so maybe I'll sleep that long. Probably not, but here's hoping. Anyway, that is it for today. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, let's meet back tomorrow, shall we?